Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. What is that? What in the world? Get out of here. Mm-mm. My friends, happy Friday. I'm sure that we all have seen everybody. Okay, so look, here's the story. I'm just gonna shoot y'all straight today. This is the story. So I went to the doctor's office today, and I was on the phone calling the doctor, and then they let me know. First, they said, "Well, Mr. Jones, when you get here, we're not gonna weigh you. This is what the call looked like." I was like, "Hello." They said, "Mr. Jones, can you do us a favor?" I said, "What's that?" They said, "Can you weigh yourself? Can you check your temperature? Can you come with gloves? And can you come with a mask?" Hello? They asked me to check my own temperature. They asked me to weigh myself, which, I mean, understandable. Bring gloves and wear a mask. COVID-19 is driving everyone crazy. It's making everyone go nuts. Everyone. And for just cause, because, I mean, there have been many people that have lost their lives and have been affected in a very serious way. And as I also know that, after my wife and I would typically go out and then we'd come back home, if it be from a grocery store, or we'd go out and then we'll come back home from the gas station, or, whatever place it might be. Say, you say, "Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Wash your hands. Don't touch that. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. Don't touch that. Wash your hands." And then it got to the point where another time we got back and I was like, "Wait, what are you doing? Don't touch your phone. Wash your hands." So today, I know a lot of students are graduating. We're proud of you, right? We're excited for you. Let's go ahead and let's cue the music, because graduation isn't graduation without. Okay. Okay. So students, friends, my family out there in the Twitter sphere, on YouTube, wherever you might be streaming from, I want to talk about three things that we do not touch, three things we don't touch, because it's graduation. This is a leadership lesson, and I want to give us a message that we know and that prepares us to go into the next stage and the next phase of our life. If it be going and now starting your career with the corporate job, if it be now you going over here and now playing professional athletics, if it be you getting into a relationship and now you're making the decision for you to take that step, for you to take that leap, and for you to say it's time to hide the good old thing that you do not want to touch. The first thing that you don't want to touch is this right here. First thing you don't want to touch is toxic people. You just don't. There's no space for toxic people in this new phase of your life. Okay? Toxic people can't dwell here, because now it's time where you're desiring to grow. And you can't grow by being surrounded by those who are toxic, because anything that's toxic will ultimately tear you down. We all have those friends that we've known since we were this big, right? We all have those friends that we've known since we were in diapers, since we grew up. However, if those friends are toxic, you can still love them, but you might need to love them from a distance. Because one thing that I realized growing up was the friends that I went out to party with, those weren't always the same friends that were trying to grow, because we were always focusing on the party, always trying to hone in, where's the next party? What time's the party start? Everything was surrounded by that lifestyle. So the first thing you don't touch toxic people. Somebody in the back didn't hear me. You don't touch toxic people. Then they get right here, right for this next one. And y'all don't make fun of me, because I'm an okay sketch artist, but this isn't my full-time gig. The second thing is you don't want to touch a negative mindset. Having a positive mindset is beyond powerful. My book of faith says the power of life and death lies in your tongue. So if we break that down, that means that if I speak things that are positive about myself, if I speak and say I'm going to say I am a lead successful, I am a millionaire, I am a world changer, I am an influential individual. If we began to speak these things over our lives, that's how we keep from having a negative mindset. So we don't want to touch a negative mindset. First thing we don't want to touch toxic people, because having toxic people in our circles will ultimately influence us in a negative way. And having toxic people in your circle, that will lead to you having a toxic mindset. Yeah. So we got 1, we got 2. The third thing that you don't want to touch when you're fresh out of graduation, the third thing you want to touch is this. And y'all, this is a tough one for me to even put, because you do not want to be in this bubble. You don't want to touch bad credit. Bad credit, bad credit, bad credit. So first, I talked about you don't want to touch toxic people. Second, you don't want to touch a negative. You don't want to touch bad credit, because if you're just now you're free. If you're a student athlete and you were living on scholarship, or you were living off grants, and you're in a position to where you didn't necessarily have to pay for certain things because you were in a great place, you're in a great situation. But now there's going to be opportunities where you see things that people have. You see things that you desire, but you may not have the finances for it. I'm guilty of this, friends. I've done it time and time again. When I was in college, when they gave us our check back, I said, ooh, it's time for me to go shopping. I said, ooh, it's time for me to get the new iPhone. I said, ooh, it's time to go out. And now looking back, I can think towards the end of my senior year, there was a point in time where we couldn't even have electricity on in the house, because we were trying to close and not turn on the air. We used to light candles around the house, all because we were worried about the cost. We were worried about how much it was going to take from us. So therefore, we just did without. My friends, you don't want to get in a bad credit situation, because bad credit is just like somebody saying, it's like having a bad reputation. Okay. And a bad reputation doesn't just stop at college. It'll follow you to your career, and I'll follow you to the next career, and I'll follow you to wherever you decide to go with your profession, with your career. So today I just wanted to drop those on you all really quick. The first one we talked about was you don't want to touch toxic people. The second one, a foul on the play. And lastly, you don't want bad credit. Bad credit can be, we can see that as financially, or bad credit can even be seen as a negative reputation. And my friends, I'm grateful that my time going through junior college, that I was able to build a positive reputation. Shout out to Coach Carter. Shout out to Coach John Feldman. Because of those men, and also shout out to Coach Espinosa. Because of those men there, and can't forget Coach Crawford. Because of those men there, they created a culture and they created a system to where we understood that there were consequences for all of our actions. And therefore, when we were walking around campus, we knew exactly what was expected of us. But even outside of what's expected, what was required of us, being student athletes on the campus at Richland College. So therefore, we showed up on time. Therefore, we showed up in class. Therefore, we were the model citizen campus, because student athletes are ultimately ambassadors. And by you being an ambassador, that means that people are looking at you and people are leaning in towards you, because people are expecting something from you. People are expecting greatness from you. So everybody, I want to encourage you today. If you're hopping in this broadcast a little bit late, I would encourage you to get on my email list. Just go to jonathanjonespeaks.com/email. That's jonathanjonespeaks.com/email. And then I would love to get you a free chapter of my book. We'll send you a free chapter of the book and email. And then also you'll get all the updates and see about all the cool things that we're doing with Jonathan Jones Speaks, with the company, and seeing different colleges and things like that that we are currently partnering with. So my friends, congratulations. We're excited for you. I'm really encouraged just knowing that you all are the leaders of this generation. So you all are going out now from your universities, you're going out from your business schools, you're going out from your engineering schools, and you all are going out in the world to where you're taking those transferable skills to make a difference. So looking forward to connecting with more of you, and looking forward to seeing how I can be a resource for you all in any way, shape, or form. You want more information on me? Just go to jonathanjonespeaks.com. Look forward to speaking with you, my friends. And remember, what not to touch. Be safe. Stay clean, my friends. Take care.